What up? What up? What up, good people? We got a NCAA Women's March Madness edition going on. It's crazy, so I had to bring in a special guest. Known her for a long time. She's just a monster on the court and coaching. So of course I had to bring in my good friend Jaquetta May. What's good with you?
Hey, bro, how you doing?
Chilling, I'm chilling. So we gonna talk about this March Madness, the women's tournament. Because it seemed like they've been getting a lot more traction in the men's tournament this year,
Absolutely.
and it's with good cause. Um, I do notice that it seemed like every year the women's actually get their brackets right. Like their seeding is on point. Their
Yeah,
number ones are number ones.
right.
The men is like, who knows? That's why I never do a bracket for men.
Nah, for real.
So, how do you feel so far with the women's tournament?
Honestly, this year I have been really excited about the tournament. Like every day the games are on, I'm watching. Um, I think that it's really nice to see the guys so involved because you get their perspective on basketball too. So
Yeah,
listening to everything, like everybody talking about it online, my friends, they even write and post about it. So it's nice to see like something that everybody's really into.
yeah, it's dope that they definitely getting more traction, even to the point where I think I just seen a couple days ago, Ice Cube extended out like a 1 year contract to
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. Like,
You know what?
it,
That's gonna be something. I don't think she's gonna take it, but when I compared it to I think her average salary for the WNBA was less than 100 grand.
yeah, yeah,
He was
it's definitely a jump up in pay for
yeah.
1 year, and he was like, you can do it while you still play in the WNBA too.
Oh, I ain't even seen
So yeah, yeah, it's not even like it's a either or thing. He like, yeah, do your WNBA thing and then come over here when we got our games.
the off season. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely do that. I think it's crazy that our players from the US have to go overseas just to survive for money.
right,
So
right.
that's the
And I
yeah.
think they actually get paid more over there too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That's
They
crazy. That's crazy.
easy.
I did see that they trying to work on a new deal though, like a media deal
Oh,
just for the WNBA separate.
oh wow. Okay.
So I think they said they was looking for like 72, I think billion for the
Oh,
meal.
wow.
So if they could do that, that'd be dope. They can
That's
actually it's, all
yeah.
right, yeah, yeah, because it's that's going to stem into something else that I want to ask you too. But I think I'm gonna keep that one for another podcast because it can go deep.
Oh yeah.
Because like it's crazy because women they only got what like 12 teams
Mm,
total in the WNBA.
and only
So
two to a roster.
right, and you got to think like some of these first rounders is not even making it on a team. So
Not at
you
all.
got a whole pool of WNBA players that
Yeah.
actually have that talent level to play. That's
Mm,
not even on a team.
yeah, that reminds me of the I forget her the point guard from South Carolina last year. South
Yeah,
she's not even on the team right now. I think she might
right,
be up for like a 10-day contract or something at the end of last season. But they dropped her because they just don't have enough roster space.
right.
Yep.
So yeah, we gonna have to save that for another podcast because I always said if I made somehow got a big lump sum of money, I'm
Right.
trying to make an expansion team in the WNBA.
Well, my thought too was, let's just say it's gonna keep going. The NBA, I feel like, should kind of partner with them as far as teams. Like, why not have a WNBA team for every NBA team?
Right. So it's almost like a G League.
Yeah, or you can even do it where it's like a double header. You know what I mean?
Right.
Girls play right before the boys. You would still
Right.
get more people coming out, and I think it'll just be a good thing. But you know,
Yeah. 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 That's almost bringing it back to like the high school days where the girls played first and then the boys played after.
couple
Uh,
couple people would sneak in early. play,
Right.
get that new audience too, because everybody not exposed to it.
Right. All right. So the tournament so far, I mean, only thing that really surprised me, it's sad to say because Maryland is my team, but old girl dropped 40 on them out
Mm.
of nowhere. I was hot. I was hot when I seen that.
I knew who she was from her high school highlights, but when I seen her, I didn't really pay much attention. I'm like, this girl dropped 40, and then when I seen who she dropped it on,
Right.
like what? Because
Right.
she's a really good coach, and she usually has great team, excellent defense. So I was thrown off by that too.
Right. Because I seen the 40. I was like, okay, they got a 40 piece out here. Then I looked again. I was like, wait, that said on Maryland. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely expected. But she,
So we got some good games coming on.
yep,
Uh so today actually we got Oregon State, which was number 3 in their part, and Notre Dame. That
yeah.
freshman is nasty.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Freshman guard is nasty.
Yeah,
And Notre Dame only got 6 players. That's wild.
it is.
Like,
I
that's wild.
I seen parts of the game last week, and I think her name is Hannah. I think
Yeah,
the freshman. Yeah, she's definitely going to carry them. I think they're going to get that win for today.
that's crazy though. 6 players. I think, was it TCU during the season where they almost had to, like, cut their season, but they
Oh,
had, like, open tryouts?
yep, yep. And had to pick up people.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's crazy.
I
But
like.
yeah, I don't see nobody stopping the guard on Oregon State from Notre Dame anyway, so I
Yeah,
could see that. Then we got, of course, the powerhouse South Carolina against Indiana. So I seen a thing. It was like, yeah, so pretty much this tournament is South Carolina versus everybody else.
I'm kind of agreeing with it. Only if they play like they did last game.
I mean, so far it looks like it because the most anybody scored on them in the tournament so far is 41,
Wow,
and they got close to 90 both games.
wow.
So they're doubling people's score. Um,
When I watched them last game, I've never seen a team like I felt like they almost had a perfect game.
right,
Scoring. Everybody was passing to each other. Everybody was hitting the right play. The defense was on point. Like if they play like that, I don't really know who's gonna stop them.
right. It's crazy because, like, this is almost like what Coach K used to do in the men's side.
Yeah,
Like, Dawn Staley is like coach of the year.
absolutely.
Like, it should be no reason, like, she should have this long of a run being this dominant.
Right.
Like, I can get the run, but, like, nobody's coming close.
And she pretty much has a whole new team.
Right,
Whole new team. You don't have somebody scoring 40 every game on there. That's the one thing I think it's a win-win for the coach. When everybody's eating in a game, everybody's happy. Their chemistry is on point. Like they're really playing as just a solid team. And they do have the freshman Wiley, who's definitely been killing, but she's still not getting 40, and they're
right,
blowing out by 40 plus.
right. So then, okay, so that's the 2 games today. They got 2 more tomorrow. We got number 1 Iowa with
Mhm.
Caitlin Clark and number 5 Colorado.
That's been some controversy right there.
Yeah. Um I feel like Colorado got the pieces because they're a better all-around team,
Yeah.
but it all depends. Like, that last game Iowa had,
Yeah.
they probably would have lost.
I agree 100%.
They probably would have lost, and
Agree.
we heard it. Like, the refs is giving Caitlin some superstar calls.
Yeah, if which is a good thing for the Iowa coach. She put pieces around Caitlin that when Caitlin's doing bad or not making shots, the other players have stepped up to even keep them in the game. So I think
Okay.
that's the thing about Iowa. But from the last game, I definitely think that Colorado could take, because it was
Right,
just close, way too close.
right. And I seen this one clip, like the girl from West Virginia was playing amazing defense,
Yep,
picked up full court to the
absolute
point where Caitlin just turned and opened up right into her arms.
face guarding.
Right. And
Yep,
the and Caitlin just put the ball right in her arm, but they called a foul on her.
yep.
I was like, yo, like
Especially
never
towards,
in the league has that been a foul.
yep, especially towards the end, they got a lot of calls that were questionable.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me because I was like, yo, Caitlin's good, but I don't know if she that good.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
we'll get more into that at the end because I got a little game I want to play.
yeah. Oh, I'm
But
scared.
then we got, ooh, this is going to be a real good one. UCLA against LSU.
Juju.
Right. Juju is out here doing it. Like,
Oh,
have we
UCLA.
seen a freshman like this? Or honestly, I'm putting her above Caitlin.
Oh, you trying to cause an argument with Duran.
I'm putting Juju above Caitlin.
Wait, oh wait, Juju's at USC.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. 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 Yep. No. Yeah. That's been. I've been seeing that all over the internet. Who they taking, Caitlyn or Juju?
right.
I think Juju. I actually just seen her play last game in a full game.
Hmm.
I think she's just built like a guy, like a grown man. Her arms are long. The way she gets to the bucket, she just shoots. Her game is just smooth too. It's
Right,
not first. It's not. I don't know. You know, I was a player that was like showed no emotion and you just played. And
right.
that she just do her thing. You wouldn't even know that she just made 20 points on you in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like her style of play and her physical attributes just
Yeah,
put her above and beyond already. And you got
absolutely.
to think she's only 18.
Yeah, what was the thing I tagged you in yesterday when they were talking about her, saying that they felt like Caitlyn would not be able to guard. I mean, Juju would not be able to guard Caitlyn because just Juju's body, even her body is solid. Like she been lifting for 20 years. She only
Right, right. It's crazy. Like,
yeah,
and she's not like the typical guard height for women's basketball. She
absolutely not.
almost has the height of almost like the small forward, power forward type.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's big.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And
You know what?
she was
Her
so smooth.
team is huge. Did you see their whole team? Like their
Yeah,
full. I'm interested to see, even if the big teams like Iowa, South Carolina, if they all end up playing each other. I think USC is going to give them problems.
right,
I
right.
really.
I definitely feel like if it came down to Iowa and UCLA, I think or hold on. Ain't even all of them, is it? I feel like I'm missing one now.
Oh, LSU still got LSU, and then yeah, South Carolina.
There we go. There we go.
Who
I
we
had a
missing?
whole nother side. I had a whole nother side. My bad. So yeah, my bad. I was
Ah,
messing it all up. So we had LSU, UCLA. So
yeah,
UCLA, they're just an all around team.
yeah,
But
yeah.
LSU could win depending on if they can get everybody going.
I'm with you with Iowa with LSU. That game was they only won I think by 10 for
Yeah,
that. So I'm not sure. Like they're a little shaky in the rounds before.
right. So we do have a game, four total games today. The
Okay,
other two are Texas and Gonzaga.
that I definitely want to watch because
Yeah,
that guard I haven't seen play yet, and I really want to see how she does this
yeah. It
round.
seemed like Texas got a good coaching staff to get everybody going.
Okay.
Another one is the 2-3 matchup, which is NC State versus Stanford.
Oh
Stanford
yeah.
always makes it far. I don't know how they do it either.
You know what? They have the what's her name? What's her name?
Oh no, they got Cameron Brinkley.
Yes, Brinkley, the top. She top.
Yes, yes. And
I didn't,
they got her going in the draft over Caitlin Clark.
and I don't feel like last game I really seen her true game or something because I feel like she was in foul trouble. It was just that game was interesting. So I hope I'm gonna see what she does because I really want
Yeah,
to see how she plays. That y'all are comparing her to Caitlyn.
yeah, yeah. I definitely want to see that too because it seemed like she's been there,
Yeah, yeah,
but especially this year they're comparing more
yeah.
those two.
Oh, definitely.
So
Stanford.
then, yeah, Sanford is tough though. So then we got USC and Baylor.
Okay,
USC, that's Juju and them, and Baylor. Um, Baylor's just a team that always get there.
definitely.
Like they got a good streamline of players coming in and out, and they're
Yeah,
just always there. They're
yeah.
always around that mid-level point, and
Mm-hmm.
then they just keep going until like the elite eight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I,
then we got UConn and Duke.
ugh.
UConn, they got some ballers over there.
You know, I'm always. I actually got to see them play in person, and what was it? Not last year, but the year before. The atmosphere is something I've never experienced. Even playing at Delaware and blah 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 blah. Like it was. Now I understand why they win games off of their crowd alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
So they also got a player, Paige Buckner.
Oh yeah, my girl been
She's
hurt.
been
She finally
Yeah,
brought.
she was hurt all last year, and she came
Oh
back this year, and she's doing her thing.
oh, yeah, she's solid, man. Don't leave her open for a single jump shot at all.
Right, she's doing her thing.
Yeah, I love Paige.
So I'm excited to watch these games more so than I am the guys' side. Um,
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna keep
mean,
that recorded for the next couple years that you said that.
hey, I'm all for it. I told you what my dream was. If I get a big lump sum of money, we making a WNBA team.
Right, I'm down.
All right. So this is the part that I'm kind of going to play devil's advocate with.
I'm scared.
So we going to play a game. I'm gonna call it this or that.
All right.
Right? We got this player or that player, and since
Mm,
we come out, if we making a WNBA team, the scenario is we get a new team. Who is going to be your franchise player from this tournament? So I want to see. I'm gonna start off with an
mm.
easy comparable one because
Okay.
everybody's always doing it anyway. So we got either Caitlin Clark or Juju Watkins. Who would you choose out of those two? Knowing that you got that coach mindset also. Like who are
Mm.
you building around out of those two? Oh, all right, hold up. Let me get Jay back in here.
My back.
Yeah, you back, you back. Oh, and now you out again. Oh, there we go. There we go.
My back, bro.
Yeah, we good. We good. Can you hear me? You hear me good?
Can't hear you, bro.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
All right. Can you hear
Can you
anything?
hear? I can hear you. Can you hear me? No. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you another thing.
Okay.
All right, so just hang in with us. We're gonna get this right. But because I really want to hear what Jay got to say for this part of it. But yeah, um, if y'all sticking with us, let me know what y'all think about this women's tournament so far. Like I said, we're gonna get Jay back in here because I feel like with her coaching mine, it might be a little bit of different opinion here going on. If y'all watching, put in the comments like who you picking for this first set, Juju Watkins or Caitlin Clark to start y'all team up basically. All right, we're doing the WNBA team, new team, and we get to choose between these two. Who would you pick, Caitlin Clark or Juju Watkins? Because I already know my answer, but it's reason behind my answer. I'm gonna tell y'all once we get back going. Mm, 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 mm. Hey,
Sheesh.
we good? We good?
Good, bro.
All right, cool, cool.
They try to mess the game up.
Right, right. You can't stop this because we got two coaching minds here, so they
Uh,
gonna get this. They're gonna get this knowledge today. All
Sir.
right, so we starting a new WNBA team, and we get to choose between Caitlin Clark or Juju Watkins to start our team with. Who you picking?
All right. If you would have asked me this a month or two ago, I probably would have said Caitlyn.
Okay,
I really think I'm starting with Juju for a couple reasons.
okay,
I've seen Caitlyn play in the last couple games. Like I told you, I've always been a player like you let your game speak for itself. So all that cussing at the refs, throwing the ball into the stands. I, as a coach, I don't want that. I get
right,
passionate. I get it. But what are you doing when you're showing these kids like this is how you react because the call didn't go your way, or stuff like that? Where like Juju, she just plays. You don't hear her barely say anything as far as refs and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm rocking with her, and also because we're comparing a freshman like Juju
right,
got in the league and has already scored more than any freshman has ever played the game.
right.
So I'm going with
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing. I'm glad you actually said it. Like, I'm picking Juju more so because of her off the court antics
yeah,
than more so like the scoring and everything. Because they
right,
both can score for
right.
sure. Even though, like, I looked it up in the just the tournament alone, right? If you look at, or you know what, I'm gonna save that little tidbit for the next one. I'm gonna save it for the next one. But just by the attitude alone, like even during the regular season, you seen when the fans stormed the court that one game,
And she
and it
got
was like she did not attempt to move out this way. Like
yeah,
it almost looked like she purposely like went towards the fan while the fan tried to do the little move to get
yeah,
out the way. And then they made it a whole big deal. It seemed like every time they lose a game,
yeah,
like it's some kind of crazy antics either during the game or after the game that
absolutely,
blows it out of proportion.
absolutely,
And is partly the coach and partly Caitlin.
yeah,
And then I seen a video the other week, like I think it was to start the tournament. Juju got the whole team shoes.
yeah,
So
yep.
it's like
It,
just that off the court like camaraderie. I'm picking Juju over Caitlin for sure.
absolutely, I agree
All
with you
right.
100.
So now here goes the devil advocate part. Because I'm gonna take it a step further. We
Uh-oh.
got either Caitlin from Iowa or
Mm-hmm.
Paige from Yukon.
Mm, mm, mm.
This is where I'm gonna go in deep with the stats.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Cause I love Paige. I do. I love her game. Mm. Question is it enough to fully carry a team?
This is
Mm.
just the cornerstone. Don't forget, you
Bro,
still got other players that you can grab from
you
the
right.
WNBA free agency and stuff like that. Like,
Mm.
but as a young piece, which one you going with? Because most likely that's going to be the piece that sticks around for a while.
Bro, this is a hard one. Uh,
You want me to go first?
yeah, yeah. And let me hear them stats. Let me hear them stats.
Okay. All right. So me, I know people going to be like, "Yo, you crazy," but I'm going with Paige.
I felt you were.
I'm
I felt
going with Paige, and this is why. You got to think. One, Paige, like this could be a gift and a curse for my
mhm,
stance on it. But
yeah,
Paige just came back from a big injury,
yeah,
and most of the time people decline when it comes to that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
she's hooping like this never happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, all right, so stat wise, right? They both like the top people on the team,
Mm-hmm.
but if you look at the games that Iowa played with Caitlin Clark,
Mm-hmm.
she's averaging like 25 shots a game,
Okay.
at least
Mm.
25 a game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And her shooting percentage ain't that good.
Mm.
Like, I think one game she went like 8 for 22.
Okay.
The next game she went like maybe 10 for 30.
Yeah, her shot selection definitely needs some work.
Right. And like that West Virginia game is when she had the most shots. And she also shot 12 foul shots
About to say free throws.
herself. And the highest person shot attempt on West Virginia was 11.
Wow.
But the rest of her teammates, the first game of the tournament, I think the closest one to getting as many shots when she had the 22 was 9.
Wow. Oh, wow.
The second game against West Virginia,
Yeah.
I don't even think anybody else got over 5 shots.
Wow. Okay.
Now, and only out of both games, maybe one person got double digit scoring other
Wow.
than Caitlin.
Wow. Wow. That's
Now,
huge.
Paige, she's putting up the same amount, pretty much,
Mm.
same amount of points. She's almost getting triple doubles both games so far. And the first game UConn played, you had two people with at least 10 shots other than Paige.
Yeah.
And both of those were over double digits in scoring.
Wow.
And then the second game, she got more shots. Paige got more shots, but you still had at least one more player with double digit shot attempts. And you still had two other people, or I think it was three people that game that had double digit scoring.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So that alone, I don't think that Caitlin Clark shooting 25 plus shots a game is going to work when she get with other grown
Oh yeah.
WNBA players.
At all.
So will that have an effect on her output? Because
Absolutely.
like you said, like her shooting percentage is
Yeah.
trash.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and Paige got the better shooting percentage right now.
The only reason it's a hard one for me is because if I were to take out the antics and the attitude, I definitely would go with Caitlyn.
Okay.
But in that perspective, I do agree with you that even as a whole of who I want to represent my team, you know, Paige is definitely it. The only thing that makes me think is only because I love that Caitlyn changed the game for me as far as women. And
Right.
I don't want to use the word, I don't even want to say his name. But how Steph Curry has changed the game for the NBA, I feel like Caitlyn, as far as her range and what she's bringing to the women's game, is similar. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. She
I
do
mean,
have a big
what
like a
she,
big impact outside,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I
I
don't
get,
know.
I get what you're saying. I definitely agree. If I'm starting a franchise, I definitely would probably, I'm probably rocking with you on that one.
Yeah, because it's like that. Like her range is insane. I
Yeah,
will give her that.
I,
But for me to want to start the franchise with you,
I get what you're saying.
like you're gonna have to take better shots,
Yeah,
and that shooting percentage gonna have to be higher because we got ballers out here.
right.
Like we said earlier, you got first round draft picks that's not making the team, so you got the cream of the crop on the court with you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So that 25 shots a game ain't gonna work because yeah, we got other players out here that could get a bucket.
Giving up Kobe numbers.
Right, right. And that was Kobe numbers on teams where he ain't had nobody else. Like you sitting here with a whole team, like we don't know what the rest of Iowa can do
Exactly.
because she's taking up a majority of the shots. You might have a legit scorer on Iowa's team, but we
But it,
don't know about her because Caitlyn getting all the shots up.
absolutely, it definitely gets overshadowed. Yep.
But
Bro,
like I said, we going to dive deeper into the next one because I kind of want to keep going with this WNBA expansion team per se.
absolutely.
So what I want to do next episode is actually look at some of the WNBA free agents that we got out there now,
Okay. Cool.
and let's just make a team
Sounds good to me.
just to see what it will look like. Because I feel like it's enough talent out there to make a team and still compete.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
So thank you for joining me. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but they was getting that knowledge today either way.
Appreciate you.
But until next time, people, make sure y'all check in. Let us know what you think. If you're picking Caitlyn or Juju or Caitlyn and Paige, let us know which one you would pick and why. Let us know what you think about the tournament so far. And let me know if I'm just crazy for picking Paige over Caitlyn. Because that's what I do. I go against the grain.
Right.
But until next time, we definitely gonna have Jay back again, and we gonna keep rocking with it. Until
Sounds good.
next time, we'll holla at y'all.
Peace.